Boo. Hello and welcome, folks. My name is Hazel from Hazel Games. Welcome back to Don't Starve. We are sitting at our little campsite up to the northwest. We are ready to head right back to camp with all of our goodies. Look at all these goodies. We got food. I would like to stay here and gather more stuff, but I think it's pretty important that we head back and cook because we're getting a little on the hungry side. Don't want any of that. We're going to stash our top hat back into the bag. And we're probably going to need another axe at some point. Thankfully, I got this stuff on me right now. Wonderful. So, it's day 33. Winter should be ending in like 2 or 3 in-game days. So, we're pretty close. And I've been thinking about some really fun stuff we can do once summer comes. Because summer's going to be a really great opportunity for us to explore farther away. Set up more sustainable operations. And expand on everything. And maybe do some cave exploring. Maybe do some... lots of stuff. We'll see what we get into. Basic, specific ideas. Beekeeping is the first one. I really want to set up some bee boxes near my house. Get myself... Hey! Whoa, no. Whoa, no. Oh, dear, those are frightening. I really want to set up some bee boxes near my camp. Those are lots of fun. They provide a lot of honey, which lasts an extraordinary amount of time in the refrigerator, and is a key ingredient for honey ham, which is one of the most filling foods you can actually make. So, that will be plenty of fun. We're also going to, while we're farming the stuff for the bee boxes... that involves destroying original beehives, and when you do that, you spawn killer bees. I'm very excited about spawning killer bees, because I plan to catch them and stuff Chester full of them. I'm going to make Chester into, this crazy killer bee trap, and it's going to be wonderful. Fantastic. However, I'm not going to start any of that until I get myself a beekeeper hat, which is going to take quite a lot of silk. Which leads me into my second thing that I want to do, which is spider farming, featuring special guest Fleshy Bulb here. We haven't named the special Fleshy Bulb yet. I don't know if we need to, but we're definitely going to plunk him down right near a spider farm and see how that works. Yeah. Another thing that we definitely need to remember to do is retrieve my lost treasures. I definitely want to get those back. By the time I get them back, I've probably recreated enough of my stuff to not need to worry about it. But I would still like to, my beefalo hat, I'm sure is fine. I can put that in a chest and then get myself together a sewing kit and fix it up. That would be wonderful. Also, we need to finish the panic room. That would be lovely, just because the hound attacks have been getting more... They're coming every, 4 or 5 days now, every other episode. Oh, getting cold. And their, hound attacks are coming pretty often, and they're getting bigger. And there's you can see how brilliant I am at combat from my last episode, so I'm definitely going to need a better way to deal with those, because my previous methods of hitting them with my face not working out so hot for me. Alright, there's my tree farm. My tree farm could use some chopping down, but I've got some wood. I guess I can chop down a couple trees. Let's make an early fire because A, I'm really cold. And secondly, we're gonna have a home day right now. We don't want to go too far away from camp. Not while it's still winter, so we're just gonna chill out, eat some food, and make some, this should be meatballs. To clarify, as was pointed out by some commenters, and as is just a general good rule of thumb, is monster meat is actually not a hugely bad thing. If you only use one piece of monster meat in a crock pot, it will just act as a normal piece of meat, and it will not create monster lasagna, which hurts you. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Okay. I don't need any long armor for this exact moment. Look, is it getting warmer? No, the snow's just melting. It's still really cold. That's just fine. I'm just gonna hop out and grab some bunnies. When we get back, our meatballs should be ready. They were actually ready before we left, but that's okay. I've still got my heat stone. It's nice and hot, so this should last me at least long enough to get a couple of my bunny traps. I'm not gonna go for the south one. I'm not gonna worry about that. Set the trap and head back. You might notice over the course of all these episodes, I check my map a lot. It's just a really bad habit I have. When I'm playing MMOs, I spend half the time staring at my map. It's I can't remember where I was going, even though I looked at it 2 seconds ago. I'm not used to playing in front of other people, but it should be just fine. Meatballs! Delicious meatballs. There's 3 of them, and I'm gonna put them all in my face, all at the same time. Wonderful. Fantastic. Ooh, another bunny. Bunny time. See, with the snow melting, it almost feels like it's not winter anymore. I feel like we're getting slightly close. Do you think I have enough food to start stockpiling bunnies? Yeah, me too. I do. Let's chop down some trees for some wood and make a chest. Oh. We're gonna make a chest specifically for bunnies. And then if anybody were to open it, they would hop out and munch on that person's face, so nobody steals my stuff. In a single-player game, it's very important to protect your assets from absolutely nobody. Excellent. I always pick on the tip of dagger stump. I can never be bothered to actually go all the way back to the hill. That stuff is there just as an emergency fund. I really don't need any more logs than this. And that's probably a reasonably good tip. If you are planting a tree farm, don't worry about making it absolutely massive. You're not going to have time to chop it all down anyways. Like, all the stuff that you can see on the screen here is probably just fine. Okay, I'd like a shovel. What do I need for a shovel? I can make a shovel. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. We should go back and grab the berry bushes. Do we have time for that? Can we do that? Is it safe to do that tomorrow? Is it safe? Safety first, guys. Safety first. Yeah, I think it's safe. Alright. Bunny chest time. Log number 1. Log number 2. And log number 3. Perfect. Bunny chest. Built. Let's put it somewhere where I remember where I put it. Bunny chest is going to be right by the farm. Alrighty. I'm going to keep one of my bunnies to make into jerky, and the other 3, 1, 2, 3, are going to go in here. It's always good to be using your drying racks to the maximum efficiency. Even if you know you're just going to put something in the crock pot, it's still better to make it into jerky first, just in case you don't need it right away, and that way you can hang on to it longer before it goes bad. That is my reasoning. Alright, looks good. I'll need 6 more bunnies, and then I have a full bunny chest of wonderful bunnies for bunnying. Those will act great as backup food that does not go bad. They will also be really great for, if I ever do go insane, I can just open them up, take out them all bunnies as beardlings, murder them for extra nightmare fuel and beard hair. We should actually probably try and intentionally do that at some point, because that meat effigy will make me feel a lot better. Like I said, that's just a manually constructed touchstone type thing. You can stick it right in your camp, so you res up in your camp if you die. And it'll decrease your overall health by 10, I believe, but that's not a big deal for 1 free res. Each additional meat effigy that you create will also decrease your health by 10, so having like a whole bunch of them isn't really great, but just 1 I think is a really good number for me. What's Chester got in him? Did I leave anything? Chester's just got Chester, so that's fine. Look at all those empty slots we can fill with stacks of killer bees. That's going to be the most fun. When we actually have our panic room finished, I'll show you down here. When we actually have the panic room finished, I'm going to have Chester just sit like right here. So when the hounds go in there, hopefully they'll get distracted and start munching on Chester like they usually do. And if Chester dies, then he will come back to you so long as you still have the eye bone. So they'll eat him alive. He will burst open, spill forth killer bees, and destroy as many hounds as I feel like can destroy. Unfortunately, after that, we're going to have to fill the new one with more bees, but you know what? It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Plus, we don't need to have, like, every slot filled with 20 bees, because that's like 20, 40, 60, 80. 160 bees, and I feel like that would cost more silk than my life is worth to actually make nets to catch all those bees with. But as many as we can get with each individual Chester between him dying with hound traps. Speaking of the panic room hound trap, I'm going to be making tooth traps to line that hallway of the panic room with. And what else am I going to need to be collecting for tooth traps? Tooth traps? Maybe I need to go stand over here. Tooth traps. Tooth traps. Tooth trap. So just wood. Oh dear. Oh dear. Just wood and rope, I think it was. I've already forgotten. Wood and rope. Alright. Yep. You don't know anything. You know nothing, little girl. Alright, what are we gonna make? Let's use that monster jerky. Just a singular piece. It's gonna act as monster meat, but because we're filling it with lovely carrots and a berry, it won't be a big deal. Excellent. That should be more meatballs. There's a ton of crockpot recipes. I've only memorized like 3 of them because those are the ones that you can make with everyday average ingredients. Meatballs is one, which is just 1 piece of meat, and then whatever the hell else you want so long as there's no twigs in it. Kebabs, which is a bunch of meat, whatever kind of meat you want, and 1 twig. And then meaty stew, which is just all meat. Hopefully with some big pieces of meat in it. Alright, suddenly we can't seem to get our health up quite as high as we had it before. Do we have any... Did we manage to put away any food? We didn't. My fridge is empty. I am a terrible parent of Chester. I'm not going to kill those bunnies because I feel like we can go grab some tomorrow. Now, well, let's take our shovel north. Let's take our shovel north and go get some berry bushes, because they'll give up some berries while we're picking them, which is good. We need those. We'll be able to plant the bushes up here, and we should be fine for heat. We've got our bunny muffs. They're still at 0.5%, and our heat stone's nice and hot. We also have... I'll chop like 1 more tree or 2 before I go, just so I can build a campfire, in case we need to stay out again. Actually, I have enough wood. I'll still chop 1 more tree, just because. Just cause I'm right here. Oh, I messed up my orientation again. There we go. That's right, yeah. It really shouldn't matter, but I get horribly, horribly lost if I leave my, Oh, alright. I think we can do this. I think we can do this, guys. I need the meat. Abandoning Project Berries. Adopting Project... Oh, I don't have a boomerang. I don't have time to be chasing him forever. Alright, never mind, guys. The thing about the Koalefant is he will actively run away from you when you see him until you can manage to hit him. You can corner him and hit him with a melee weapon, but it's much easier to have some kind of ranged weapon and just snag him with that. I'm not even going to bother with him while it's cold out unless I have a ranged weapon. That's how I roll. Oh, I do have extra jerky. I thought I didn't have any food. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Alright, I'm not going to bother digging up anything except for berry bushes. We will grab the extra stuff because it's always good to have more, but I don't need to actually transplant them. There should be some lovely berry bushes just past this little water peninsula thing. There's a word for that. I don't know what it is. I know what it is. I just can't think of it right now because apparently my ability to brain just goes completely out the window as soon as I hit the record button. I'm actually not this silly well, I'm always this silly, but I'm not always this clueless. This is specific to trying and talk and do things at the same time. I promise. Believe me. I guess you don't have to believe anything. Alright, wonderful. Some extra flowers. My sanity's almost up to high. I'm not going to worry about the beardling thing just yet. I probably should, because the meat effigy is more important than I'm really emphasizing. But I feel so nice not having the wavy screen and the scary monsters. It's just so lovely. I don't want the wavy screen and the scary monsters. Oh dear. Maybe when we're more powerful. Maybe when we've got, like, extra special armor and weapons or something. I will find out what extra special are, and then I will put them on. It's probably just going to be log armor and a spear, because that seems to be working out pretty well for me. But I should really be grabbing all this stuff. I have a backpack on. I can pick up anything. And flint in particular is going to be really necessary. How are we doing for twigs? We got plenty of twigs. We got a reasonable-ish amount of grass. I guess I can start making those tooth traps. Just because I don't have my panic room finished doesn't mean I can't have a hallway of death. I love death hallways. When they're created by me and they are booby traps of my own making. I do not like hallways of death that other people have created to entrap me. Because that's just mean. Who would do that? I mean, really. Come on. Jeez. I wonder what's down here. This is just like a wonderful land. A bountiful paradise. Look at the... Oh, I found another beehive. That's necessary. I'm going to need that. Alright, it's getting chilly. We still have time. I'm going to go a little bit farther. Find this road. And then I'm going to try and head... Oh, there's the brick road. Oh, you know what? I bet that goes right to camp. Perfect. I really want to find out what's in this end. I really do. I don't have... Oh, it's too cold. I can't risk it. We're going to head back to camp, but I promise to you, as soon as it's like the first thing that we do when it's not winter anymore, is we're going to head out this way. Oh, no, we need the silk first. I can't prioritize anything, guys. We need silk, and then we can head out that way. And... Oh, look, a rock. I need rocks. I'll come back for that later. Yes. Decisions, I'm good at them. But I really want to head it that way, explore, grab the beehives, see if I can find the pig king at the other end of that so I can get rid of that stupid stuff that's taking up room in my chest, get some extra gold. Okay, so I wanted to make a tooth trap. And for a tooth trap, I need a piece of rope and like a log or a board. Let's see. Let's prototype the first one. It was over here. And we have enough time to very quickly tooth trap. And hound's teeth. Alright, so I'll do that in the evening. I want to get bunnies first, because we need to make more jerky, because some of our jerky was ready. I lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. Hazel from Hazel Nutty Games. I am the proest gamer you're going to find on the internet. I am clearly the best. The one and only professional. Bunny, 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 bunny. Bunny, bunny. Bunny. I love bunnies. One of my roommates actually has a rabbit. It's wonderful. Sometimes he lets me pet him. You'd think that like a rabbit wouldn't really be all that cuddly, but this one's actually quite lovely. I should probably light something on fire, huh? How did I run out of wood? Alright, I'm... Emergency woodcutting mission. Emergency woodcutting. Or stump digging. No, I should probably cut down one and then start stump digging. We are surprisingly low on fuel. I should not let that happen. Alright, so once we've got this all wrapped in, I will say goodbye for the day. I am with you in hoping for the end of winter. We're gonna make it. I can just feel it. I'm so proud of us. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it would be really bad if I said that and then immediately died. That should be enough luck to get us through the night. We'll go back in the morning. We'll go back in the morning. So 2 bunnies for extra jerky meat. And then the last remaining bunny can be added to our bunny collection. Oh, no, I need to dry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Bunny. Alright. Stand on top of the fire. Get warm, get warm, get warm. So, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been Hazel from Hazel Netty Games. If you've made it this far, and you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe. I'm not actually making any money off this as of right now, because that's not what I'm in it for, but I see all of you, and it makes me really happy. Like, you don't even understand its glee. Alright. And, yeah. I'll see you guys later.